Hi, this is a Famitracker tutorial. Sorry for the computer voice, my real voice sucked, so I avoid you the error rate. So let's start by opening Famitracker. You can download Famitracker on Famitracker.com. I hope you are not that stupid. By the way, this is not a Mac. This is a Windows XP trying to be a Mac. Macs suck. It cannot even run Famitracker, but I like Mac's design. So Mac user, it sucked to be you. I don't want to start a war here, so fuck off Mac/Window fanboy. So, here is Famitracker. Famitracker is a program that can make NES music. If you didn't know that, what are you doing here? The NES have a Reco 2A03 sound chip. It can produce 5 sound channels, 2 square, a triangle, a noise, and a DPCM sampler. The squares make your melody. I say that, but you do whatever you like with it. Bass, percussion. It doesn't matter. This is how most NES music works. The triangle is the bass. The noise is useful for percussion. And DPCM can be used for anything, but most NES music use it for drums. Before we begin, go to File, Configuration, and set the note cut to whatever key you want. I like mine to be +/=. You can change the color layout, because flashy green give me eyes-ache. Anyway, let's start with the square. Create a new instrument. As you can see here, you have the volume envelope. This is the volume envelope. Yeah, it's stupidly easy to understand. Write a number between 0 and 15 in the MML, 15 being the loudest and 0 is the lowest, then add another number, separated by a space, and see by yourself what happens. You can add as much number as you like. Try random things and see what you can come up with. Don't forget to push enter. Then, there is the arpeggio. This will play a series of notes in a specific order. This is really interesting in chiptunes. It's used to emulate chord, because most old computer sound chip cannot produce enough channel to make a chord, and it just sound lovely. Enter. Pipe 003377. In the MML the pipe mean loop, so the note will loop. If you write 1 it will add 1 tone to the current note you playing, 2 will add 2 tones, so if you input C it will become D. Comment if you don't understand. I don't know how to explain, LOL. Now, we have the pitch. I'll let you figure this out on your own. It basically modulate the pitch of the note. Same thing with high pitch, just a tad more sensitive. Now, we have the duty. The duty is the most important, along with the volume. It basically make your instrument sound different. If you wondered why it's called a square, it's because the waveform is shaped like a square/rectangle. You have 4 different duty. First, 0 in the MML, it's a 12.5% square. Then, 1 in the MML, it's a 25% square. Then, 2 in the MML, it's a 50% square. Finally, 3 is a 75% square. It's a bit useless. It sounds like a 25% square. Try them and remember how they sound like. Now we have the triangle. Like I said, it's mostly used for the bass. You cannot control the volume, so always put volume 15 or 0. The pitch duty has no use on the triangle. You can make some pretty awesome percussion with the triangle. Go to the pitch and add pipe and random number. It sounds like Mega Man. Move on to the noise. The noise is annoying. I recommend to use very short note. Its only uses for percussion like cymbal, or snare and bass drum. Now, last but not least, the DPCM is a sampler. You can put PMC samples in your song. If you wonder where you can get some, use Google. Kids nowadays don't know how to use Google. I'll explain later. I think there is enough stuff here. Press the space bar to go into record note, or else you cannot enter any notes. Now I explain the tracker. Input a note in square 1 by using your keyboard. The notes are mapped to your keyboard, so smash random key on your keyboard and try to figure how it's configured. Good. Okay, now, compose a short song. I'm waiting. Now, You probably come to an end. This is normal, this is the end of the frame. Create a new frame by pressing the new frame button. Basically, all the note you just input are stored in the frame 0. You just create the frame 1, an empty frame. Fill it with note and repeat the process. If you want to reuse a frame, you can just double-click on the frame you want to change in the top left corner and tap the desired frame, 0 in this case. Easy. Any problem, comment. The number next to the note is the instrument. Just put a number from the instruments box, and voila! You change the instrument. The next column is another volume. Just put a number or a letter from 0 to F. Don't forget F equals 15. F is a hexadecimal number here. The next one is the effect column. Press F1 and search the effect list. I'll explain them later. Now just finish your song. If you suck at composing or making music by ear, I can give you a trick I discovered when I was a noob. If you don't care, skip to the next video. What you can do is to download a MIDI of your favorite song. Google is the best thing ever. Then open the song with FL Studio or any MIDI editing software you happen to have. Now you have all the notes of the song. Just copy them and train your ear. In the next video we will take a look into the DPCM channels and the special effect. But for now, stay cool and be 8-bit.